Alright folks, hello and welcome to another Minecraft video, and this isn't just any Minecraft video, this is my 100th video special, in which I'm going to be doing something special that means both something to me and hopefully something to you guys, and for those of you older viewers who've been watching, maybe you'll get a kick out of this, and hopefully I can reintroduce some of you guys to one of my old favorite homes. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be using my handy dandy compass to return home, and it's still dark outside. Oh jeez. For a second I thought that chicken was a monster. Skeleton. Alright. Let's box ourselves in. And I'm not going to sleep specifically for the purpose of being able to respawn in the same place every time. But I do believe I have a clock. I have a clock. So it's about middle of the night. What I want to do right now is I want to use the iron I have. First of all, I'm going to switch out a lot of the stuff I don't need. I don't need this axe. Actually, I might take the axe simply for small, less important stuff. But hold on, let's toss away some of the stuff. I'm not going to need too much redstone. I might need 164 block of it. Not going to need that many buckets. Where did I put my wood? I might as well craft myself another, what's its face? Oh, another chest, so I can have a double chest. But these preparations are going to be so I can build my... God damn it, I hate it when this happens. There. So I can build myself a railway back to my original base. Now, my original base, I haven't visited it in a long time, and some of it may be in disrepair considering that I haven't updated it, and several updates may have deemed it sort of like in trouble, in like a troubled state, because it doesn't have any piston work on it, none of that kind of stuff. It's pretty much just a very like vanilla. If you watched X's Adventures in Minecraft, it very much resembles his base. That wasn't on purpose, but that's what happened. And so I'm going to be going back there, and I'm not going to be modernizing it, but I certainly want to have an easy way back and forth from there because I've been nostalgizing for that base. So I really want to go back, and hopefully I can do that. And now let's see. Alright. So, actually I'm going to need my wood because I'm going to need to... What's the time? I should have my watch out. I don't need that many buckets right now. Oh, well, I have a watch. I have technology! Alright. So, let's get to work on building these, what's their faces? Rails. Jeez. Let me see. I forget how these are built. It seems very wrong. Oh wow, I'm actually surprised I was right. Alright, so that gives me a ton of rails. Now, an interesting thing, I could do this very Pythagorean-ish-nearly. I'm pretty sure there's a word for that. An adjective, but I don't know it. But there's no reason for me to go Pythagorean theorem on this because actually in Minecraft there's no use for that because oh oops, that was a mistake. If I go diagonally, I'll be going like block, 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 block up, block to the side. So I'm pretty much doing like a mini Pythagorean theorem all the time. For a second I thought I may have tamed that darkness, but no, I haven't. So I have a bunch of rails. I'm probably going to build this railway out of cobble, although I'm going to try to conceal it as well as possible within, I guess, the trees. I'm going to try to make it as much like this base as possible, at least around the base. And hold on, actually, I'm playing on hard, good. I do change it on peaceful occasionally for my redstone wiring map. But it's a good thing I didn't do that here. It is hellishly dark. I don't remember it ever being this dark in Minecraft. But maybe that's because I've usually played during the day or in the confines of well-lighted areas. And the sun should be coming up fairly soon right now, if not right now. And actually, now that I think about it, I don't have a shovel. So I'm going to get to that right now. And as soon as we have this shovel ready, let's put this over here. Take these sticks. First things first, I want to venture back to my base, see if this compass is right, because something about this compass is kind of worrying me. I'm not sure that it's 100% correct. And so I'm going to venture back to my base, and there I'm going to get all the supplies I need, because I do think I have a whole bunch of rails from an older project. I'm actually going to leave this in case something happens. I doubt something's going to happen, but in the occasion that something does happen, something very devious, I'm going to leave all of this back here. I don't need the redstone. Actually, I'm going to take the little bit of redstone, and I'm going to head off. And I believe I'm going to start my little, the whole system is going to start around here somewhere. Oh, jeez, I hear zombies. There he is. There you are, buddy. Ah! Oh, a chicken. I keep confusing these chickens for something bigger. Alright, so let's follow this compass and see if it does lead me back home. And the reason I'm so worried about this compass is because I always remember, every time I've gotten here, I've always gone that way, and there's a big mountain over there, and that's sort of like the way I remember. So I'm kind of worried that this compass is leading me the wrong way. Minecraft, it hasn't been buggy on me very much, but, I mean, I don't know. Something about this doesn't seem too trustworthy. So I'm going to try to be as cautious as possible. Although this actually does seem right. I do remember following beaches to get here. And some of you may be saying that I should go look at my older episodes, and I'm not going to do that, because those older episodes, the ones leading up to the 1.8 update video, the preparing for that video, they were kind of really messy. I didn't have a goal in mind. I was sort of just goofing around and not really doing anything important of any real relevance. And so they were kind of boring, and even like looking back at them and trying to figure out what I was doing is kind of like a punch to the gut, because I'm like, come on, did I actually make this? So I'm not going to go look back at those just for the sake of maintaining my dignity. But hopefully this compass leads me the right way. If it doesn't, I always know that the exact opposite direction is the right way to go. So hopefully this takes me the right way. So far, none of this is particularly memorable. I don't remember much of this. But the fact that there appears to be less grass and like foliage around here means that this is probably older update stuff, which means that I'm probably going in the right direction. And actually some of this does look memorable a tiny bit right now. I actually do think I know where I am. I wouldn't be able to go without a compass, but I think I've seen this before. Actually, while I'm just wandering around here, I want to give a bit of thanks. Ah, yes, I know where I am. These torches have showed me the way. I've been here before, and I'm surprised it's actually this far, or actually this close away. I remember trying distinctly to get as far away from my base as possible, because that didn't really work. And I already see parts of my base, I think. Yep, there it is. And I'm going to change the render distance. Some of you guys may be wondering why the render distance is set on short. Just for the sake of lag, I think normal is actually okay for the most part, but I just don't want to risk lagging too much. Maybe I'll play on normal for the rest. And this, for those of you who haven't seen it, this is my original base. This is Grev Base Alpha, and I actually just named it. I didn't have a name for it before. I don't know what this tree is for. I just built it here as a little monument. I've had mining expeditions over there. My older episodes where I actually went into those caves. Those were really cool, I think. So if you haven't seen those, I'll probably link those somewhere in the video, because those were tons of fun, I think. I did some experimentation over here. Lots of good stuff. So let's head on into my base and actually see what's going on. I did experimentation with, what's the space? God damn it, rails, with rails. So, let's see. Mining Operation Alpha. Now, I tried fixing these ladders down because ever since the ladder update, I've sort of been short on being able to go down there. Wow, I actually had no idea I had that much gravel. Actually, I'm going to take all of this, so hopefully I can, because I'm going to use this in my, when I go and update stuff, and when I'm going to be getting ready for the update, because I want some, 11 iron ore, that's good. Let's see if I have anything of use up here. This used to be sort of my, I didn't have this fence before, And actually, no, I always had this fence. I'm thinking about this the wrong way. This was sort of like a lookout tower, a way for me to get up and like swat things if they, for whatever reason, showed up. From here, anything that used to sneak up to my house used to eat it from arrow doom. So this used to be my defensive tower. I'm actually surprised. I didn't know that all of the leaves changed throughout the update. I thought I'd have to go further because the leaves were all very much the same over here when I last left. So let's see. This looks good. This is going to be perfect. Don't know if I need that many saplings. I'll take this much wheat. I don't have anything in here. This was sort of a lookout tower. This was kind of an afterthought because I wanted to build a tree up there. Build a tree, whatever. It just didn't work for whatever reason. So I just left this as is, and I built a little lookout underneath. This is my enormous garden. So much wheat output. It's ridiculous. More wheat output than I'd ever need. I'm not going to automate it at this point. It's kind of a wasted effort. But man, so many good memories just coming back here and looking at it. Oops. I did happen to forget where the ladder was, but it's no big deal. Actually, I kind of want to see if I have how many supplies I have down here. And yes, I have an enormous ladder leading down an enormous mining shaft with terror. I'm missing a ladder here. I don't know if this is going to work. Yeah, there it is. Let's see. Coal, that's good. I think coal is nice. Let's see. Ingots. 1 iron ingot. Better than nothing, I guess. Tools. Oh, actually, because I have been... I have a 1.8 video that I haven't uploaded yet, and I believe that there is going to be gold is going to be used as what's its face? Currency, as currency. So I'm considering bringing all my gold simply for that sake. That is a lot of cobblestone. I had no idea I had that much. Let me check all these furnaces, by the way, while I'm over here. Yeah, so this is my beautiful base. This is my baby of sorts. I love this base. Best of memories here. Fortunately, I don't have any wood to fix this up. Let me see what's down here. I remember having a furnace sort of thing going on. Yeah, it's still there. Tons of bread. I used to be, because I had so much wheat, I was like a bread maniac. And you know what I'm gonna do? Oh, shit. This is not good. I've had to do this before. Darn it. Oh, this is ridiculous. No, that's not what I meant to do. There. I've had to do this before simply because I couldn't get up. There is my little effort to make this look a bit more natural and modern. Looks nice, I think. I don't think I have anything down here except for a little chest over there. I don't remember. For all the fond memories I have of this base, I actually don't remember that much other than the basic construction. But let's go back up and see what's going on. Maybe... Yeah, I already looted that chest that's right above me. I'm gonna chop down some trees. I'm gonna renovate this. I said I wasn't gonna modernize it, but screw that. I want to go down and see what I have down there. Lots of good stuff. Good memories. I think I have actually a whole ton of rails downstairs. So it's a good thing I brought this axe because I'm about to go chucking up some trees. I've always left that tree there. It's sort of been my little thing. This tree I don't even remember popping up. Trees with arrows, not arrows, trees with torches in them are usually my little handy trees. I like them quite a bit. I use them as a means of navigation so that I don't get lost, so that I have light going on, and so that it's not just like torches lying around. It's sort of torch overkill because there's just so many torches. It's like 4 torch per tree, I think. That's how I used to do it. But it really is a good technique, and I've used it a lot, and it looks nice. I haven't traveled to the Nether actually yet, so until I get glowstone, 4 torches is how it goes, and sort of like my little signature in Minecraft. It's like, I have been here. You see my 4 torches? That's me. jam. Alright, 21, that seems pretty reasonable. And I might collect, I don't know if I'm going to leave these experiments here. I did have a good time building these. I remember I thought I was such a master at what's its face, rails and boosters, because I came up with some little ideas like that. It wasn't quite so, but it was still great. I really liked what I did there. So, oops, split this up. Get ourselves a ton of planks. Let's see. Don't remember how to build ladders. Hopefully it comes back to me. This should be right. This seems right. There you go. I'm glad the ladder output is 2 now. That's pretty neat. Oh, and actually, I wanted to say this before while I was heading over here, but I sort of reminisced a bit much. I wanted to talk a bit about how, or not talk a bit about how, but thank a lot of the people who helped me out on my my Minecraft Let's Play. This is my 100th episode, and definitely wouldn't be had it not been for you guys. I have no idea how it's my 100th episode, because I have, what, 40 episodes of my Let's Play. I don't know how that leaves me with... I have no idea how that leaves me with 100 episodes. Somewhere along the road, I made 100 episodes. It worked out pretty well. And I really want to thank you guys, because you were the guys who made it possible. I just missed the ladder. There, finally. So, other than the basic, like, thank you to the community, I have some very specific thank yous that I want to say to specific people, specific members of the community. And if I miss you, it's not because I forgot you or anything. I don't have an excuse for missing you, but I do know most of my community members who have communicated with me by name. I do remember you guys. It's just someone like pop into my mind for like super lasting impact and like real life friends and friends I've known for a very long time. So if you're not on this list, I'm really sorry. It's nothing personal. Everyone who comments and like talks to me and communicates with me in general is a good friend, and I want to thank you guys a whole lot. But so let me get down to it. So first of all, I want to thank my real life friends, because I started this. My best friend and I had been considering making videos for YouTube, and I was sort of the one who grabbed onto the idea. And I was like, all right, let's do this. And I very much liked X's Adventures in Minecraft, so I was like, let me make a Let's Play like that. And I started it with this episode, or not this episode, what am I talking about? I started it with an episode in this base, and lots of stuff went down, lots of good stuff. And my friends were the first ones to really support me. They were the ones who... And at first I had no idea. Like, I posted up my first Minecraft video, and one of my friends was like, you would post up a Minecraft video, and I was like, oh, I'm so angry at you. Why would you make fun of me like that? Then I realized he was just joking around, and we do that. And they have been very much supportive, and they have helped me out a lot. So I really want to thank them. Alex, you can actually, all of the friends who I'm talking about, I have done co-commentary with them. If you look back, I have episodes where I co-commentated with them. They're somewhere in like the 20s of my Let's Play. I don't know. I'm not sure. But tons of episodes like that you can feel free to check out. Lots of good stuff in terms of that. So, and they've played Minecraft with me online. Alex, Arthur, Kai, a bunch of my buddies, everyone who's done co-commentary with me and who I know in real life. And co-commentary for me, that the ones I've done with my friends who I've actually met, that's been mostly me playing and them sort of commentating on what's going on. So it wouldn't be fair to call that co-commentary, but I guess that's what it is. And I have full inventory and I don't know what to do. I guess I'm going to eat some bread. Oh, get out of here. There. So, yeah, thanks a lot to those guys, and you've been an invaluable help. They just helped me out a whole lot, lots of support, lots of ideas, and as much as I pissed them off by telling them redstone was useless, they still sat through and they still watched the videos that I put out. Thanks a lot to them. I'll leave links to their YouTube channels. Some of them have lots of good stuff on them. I know one of my friends, Alex, Radon210, made a Super Mario Galaxy Let's Play that's really good, so I urge you to check that out and leave him some comments. It would be very much appreciated, both from me, and I'm sure he would appreciate it. And next I want to thank a lot of the people from the Game Toast community, modding community I've been a part of since 2005 or 2007, for a long time, just about 5 years I would say, quite a long time, so yeah, probably 2007, I don't remember, it's one of the two, and they've been extremely well. They've received my Minecraft Let's Play extremely well. They've helped me out along the way. They've been absolutely supportive lads. It's been great just chilling with them in Minecraft and talking to them and hearing out their ideas and hearing their comments on the episodes. It's just so much help to know that there's a community you can turn to, and they'll watch your videos and they'll tell you what they like, and they'll let you know what's going on, what's up. Just a whole bunch of down-to-earth guys, and thanks a lot for that. It appears I have nothing else down here that I want to take of value, so I think now would be a good time to jet. I'll leave this dirt here because I don't think I need it. I don't know if I'll need ladders, but whatever. And then I'll head back and actually, it's dark outside. I should think of something to do right now. What else will I need? I'll probably need... I'll probably smelt down my iron while I'm here. So yeah, thanks a lot to the Game Toast community. They've hosted, there's a server, a Game Toast server up right now that's been instrumental to my growth as a Minecrafter. It's kind of a goofy thing to say and kind of overly sentimental and kind of weird, but they have been extremely helpful. It's been nothing but good times with them. So thanks a lot to them. Here's what I'm gonna do. And other than that, I just want to thank you guys a lot, the viewers. I mean, where would I be without you guys? You know, Right Mango, whole bunch of other folks, everyone who's commented on my videos and who's actively gone out to communicate with me, John P176, Nerd Sniper, just a whole bunch of folks who have been out there and trying to communicate with me and trying to help me out. It's been great, and I'm really thankful for that. It's nice to know that there's a community out there who's watching you while you poop. Actually, no, it's kind of weird. But speaking of which, actually, the reason I haven't uploaded this video for such a long time is that I'm on vacation, and we rented a house, and the house is like 120 years old. It's ridiculous. It's this like old antique house called Sugarloaf, and in the bathroom, in the room that I'm staying, there's this piece of bathroom decor that's literally this little girl's head, like with chipped away paint. It's terrifying. It's so freaky, and like you're sitting there and you're looking at it. Oh my god, scarier things I have never seen. It's terrifying. Like, I imagine at night, like, it'll just turn on me like milk. Scary stuff, I swear. Alright. So I didn't get all the gold I could have gotten out of that. Let's see. Actually, let's pull this out and put that there too. Let's make it go to work. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty scary. And actually, you know what? I'll just stay down here. Yeah, so thanks a lot to the community that's been helping out. Thanks a lot to Game Toast, especially for the like never-ending support. Whenever I'd post up my videos, I know there'd be like, the one or two guys who would be like, who would comment on it. Really supportive, really friendly. The guys who would ask me when my next video would be up. Tons of help, tons of support. I love it. Thanks a lot, you guys. And now let's actually step up to this next project. And I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to go about this the complicated way. Actually, not the complicated way, but the long way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a track from here, from this base, to my spawn point, which isn't too far away. then from that spawn point, because the idea is that when I die, I'll be able to simply go onto this track and head back home to the 1.8 base that I'm building, which is going to be very useful. So, actually, I have tons of iron. I don't know why I didn't make this before. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, of course, and I didn't think of it being 12 before, because I'm an idiot. 1, 2. There you go. So I've got plenty of that, and of course there's this one block left over. Whatever, no big deal. So let's head out and see what's going on outside. So the idea that I want to build, it's sort of going to tie into my 1.8 update, but not really, because it's not instrumental, but it's pretty important that I have this. I'm going to want a method of transportation so that I can easily get from one place to the next. Or, that doesn't make sense. If I die, so I can easily get from my spawn point back home to either this base and just branch out and go exploring wherever I want, or out to the 1.8 base. So, I don't know if I have enough. I don't know if I should simply let me show you guys where my spawn point is. All right, so basically, hold on. Let me go and show you guys where my spawn point is. Probably going to need to change the render distance to far for this for a couple seconds, and there may be a tiny bit of lag on the video while I'm doing that, but no big deal. You guys have handled worse. Remember Nam? Shit was tough. Alright, so let's go find out what's going on here. Bam, alright. So follow this path of trees, and over there, like right where my cursor is pointing, actually, let me F, there you go, and I should be able to point it out for you guys. There's a beach right about over there, and that's where my spawn point is. It should show up in a couple of seconds. There, you can start to see the sand. Well, I don't know why the chunks are taking so long to load. Silly chunks. Yeah, you can see the beginning of my little pagoda over there that I never finished. That would be a good 100th video if I actually finished that for you guys. Probably not going to happen though, unfortunately. Maybe I might live stream and do that if you guys are interested. When I get more viewers and more people who are interested in that, I might actually put this map. I might ask some of my friends to replace the multiplayer map and put my map up simply so we can finish this with a bunch of the Game Toast crew, or maybe with people, my viewers, finish up the pagoda. Who knows? So over there at that beach where that big square is, that's where my spawn point is. I can generally walk back. That's why I set up these torches, these little light centers, so I can do that. And I don't know. Do you guys think I need? Well, actually, that's a stupid thing to ask because I'm going to work on this on video. It's not like I'm streaming. What I'm probably going to do first is I'm going to go back to my base. I'm going to head back. Let's see. There you go. In that direction. I'm going to go back to my base, and then I'm going to build the rails, the rail center. Actually, you know what would be a good rail center? Right there. I have a base over there. Let me show you guys. I'm going to turn the render distance down one. There. I have a small little base thing going on over there. So you know what, I can just grab a highway gear in this direction. See, I built this base. This base, as much as I talked about it being poorly designed, that's why I wanted to move out. Now that I'm back here, I really like the way this base was designed. Very well done, if I do say so myself. This was supposed to be a dock. It didn't exactly work. Let's see. Oh, I actually might have a whole bunch of rails over there because I went on an expedition before I left. Yeah, I might have a ton of rail in that chest, or in the chest down there. It's worth checking that out. Yes, I was right. I don't even have room for a lot of this stuff. Let's leave this here, take that. Actually, you know what? I can make minecarts any old day. Then again, I have a ton of cobble. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll leave the cobble there in case I need to grab something from here that I don't already have. Alright, folks, so here's what I've built so far. I have done a little bit of cutting from the video because it was getting a tiny bit long and I simply wouldn't be able to upload that because the place that I'm staying at, the upload rate is literally butts. Like, my computer laughs at me when I try to upload a video to YouTube. That's why it's taken so long to upload. This house is hella old. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure the most recent newspaper magazine that they have here next to the toilets is from the Cold War. So it's interesting reading, actually. I'm very interested in history, so I'm kind of itching to steal some of this, but yeah, the house is kind of old. The Wi-Fi is pretty shitty. Whatever. So here's what I've built so far. I've gotten rid of the bed because I realized I don't need a bed if I don't want to sleep anyways. I don't want to use the sleep function because I kind of want my spawn point to stay in the same place. And here is... I have a tiny little bit of trouble with that, but that's simply so nothing gets in there. I might as well actually move the chest. It's kind of a stupid place to keep it. Whatever. I'll fix that up later. Here's what I've built so far. I've put this up here so that easy minecart loading and unloading. I might actually, now that I think about it, this is a bit out of reach. Oh, actually, no, it's not. It's perfectly in reach. So that's good. The reason I want to build it here is because now I can push this card up. Actually, that's not exactly what I wanted to show. Hold on. Right here. Come on. Go cart. There. See, I've got that power. Of course, I don't need that because there are the booster rails now, and I actually might... Yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't think about adding a booster rail. I have redstone, so I'm going to boost some of this up. I might do that along the very end, or I might do that... Actually, let's start that up now. Let's start putting in booster rails now. So here's what I've built so far. I have this little cobble-y structure that goes down into this main base, which I'm going to have to renovate a tiny bit. No big deal. Let's just move this chest a tiny bit. Of course, I have no room in here. I don't want the bed. There. Gosh. Alright. Okay. So now I can safely travel outwards. Get up here. Not entirely safe, but this island is pretty well lit. So that's fine. Might actually want to move this all a tiny bit because the booster rail sort of thing is... Yeah, here's how I'm going to do this. I need a bit of cobblestone before I do this, so now that you guys have seen what I've built, I'm going to go back to the base, get a bit of cobblestone, build a bit more, and then I'll come back with a little bit of a progress update and show you guys what I've done. Alright, so not much was done during the nighttime. The time I was away. I did extend the bridge a tiny bit further, but I came into a sort of problem. I realized that I was a bit too hasty when I was creating my, the rails, and I forgot that I need iron to build redstone booster rails. So now I am booster rail-less, which is a problem. I'm going back and I'm going to see what other iron I possibly have. I don't know, though, what I can possibly offer at this point. So kind of a problem. And I've run out of cobble, too, so I need to grab some of that. Actually, wow, I'm an idiot. I didn't run out of cobble. I have a ton of cobble in my inventory. But as it turns out... Or, not as it turns out, but stuff that I should leave, I'm going to leave, and stuff that I should take, I'm going to take. Where's dirt? Dirt. There you go. And let's grab ourselves a thing of cobble. And maybe I'll actually eat some bread now. Grab myself another stack. There you go. So I just grab myself a 41 stack. I don't need this, I need a full stack. There. Perfect. So now that I have a whole bunch of cobble, I think I'd actually wipe this whole place clean of iron. So that's going to be a problem. Maybe this will be like the never-ending rail project. I'm gonna start it now, and then I'm gonna have to keep working for the iron to actually finish it. That's kind of a scary prospect. Kind of a problem. At least it looks cool, kind of. Looks interesting, at least. I don't know. I wish boosters were still an available option, but they really aren't. And I'm surprised I haven't seen any mobs yet. I mean, I did light this area up well, but not to the extent that no mobs would spawn. I mean, I don't see any creepers, and I checked, like, I definitely checked. I'm playing on hard. So I don't know what's going on. Whatever. Somehow I'll figure something out. Actually, get up here. There. Let's see. Maybe now would be a good time for me to start moving upwards and into the trees, so I use less cobble. Let's see. I'm gonna clean this up. I might actually be using the trees, as I think I mentioned before, as... Oh, that kind of messes with that whole thing. Alright, there you go. That should fix it all. And now a way to get up. I have wood. It's not such a great idea. I need to get up in these trees from somewhere. There you go. Ah, I just got up and then I fell back down. On you! There. Bam, bam, bam. Put that there for extra added claustrophobia. And let's see. This is kind of worrisome, especially the fact that I don't have any powered cart to work with. Let's see. And now that I think about it, I don't know how this is going to use less cobble. Maybe just the fact that I'm not going to be... Actually, let's try this. Try moving up another notch. Ah, notch. Oh, I'm a funny guy. Alright folks, next progress report. I've done a tiny bit of building, or actually not a very tiny bit, but I've done quite a bit of extensive building, and I've reached outwards. You can't see it now because I haven't put torches up, and it isn't 3 wide. I've only made 1 wide yet. I'm gonna go get some more cobble, and actually, jeez, I forgot what I was just about to talk about. Oh, right, while I'm doing that, and while I'm sort of waiting for the night to pass, I don't usually like to get into politics, because politics and history are sort of like, it's not something that you can talk about universally with people. So if I start talking about politics, somebody might get offended. They might be like, "What are you talking about? You're an idiot. No, you don't know this. You don't understand." And maybe I just don't. That's absolutely right. Maybe I don't. But for me, I've kind of been wondering if anyone has a read on Michelle Bachmann. I have no idea what's going on with that woman. I don't mean it as an offensive thing. I'm trying to be as politically neutral as possible, but I don't understand the Tea Party in its essence and Michelle Bachmann. And what I'm trying to say by I'm trying to stay politically neutral because I just took a side is that I didn't exactly take a side. The Tea Party considers itself, it affiliates itself with the Republican Party, and if you're not in the United States, this might all be like complete blabber to you, so just skip on. I might leave a little, what's his face, annotation to take you to the non-political part of this, but basically, the Tea Party sort of associates itself with Republicans, but a lot of the Republicans I know don't like to be associated with the Tea Party. And I'm glad to be at this point in my life where I don't have a political affiliation or a strong political affiliation, where I can be like, I hate such and such political party. And although I do favor one political party over the other, I do like to think I sort of a mixed basket where I like certain ideals from each party more, although I do hate the politicians, dislike the politicians from one party more so than the other. But um, I just can't get a read on the Tea Party, and I don't know if one of you guys knows more about this than me. I don't understand what the Tea Party's thing is. Like, it's really beyond me. Because what I hear a lot is from the Tea Party is that the Constitution should be read like by the letter, strictly by the letter, and that's sort of like a crying chant, like let's go back to the oldies, the old days, when the Constitution meant what it said, and when nobody had the right to interpret it any differently or change it around. But some people are really using that to get their own ends and choose, like, get what they want. And I'm not really sure if that's the whole idea. And America as a country, I might be getting into a bit of an idealist view right now, but as a country, the basic essence, like if you ask people what the country is about, like what the hullabaloo is about, they'll say it's equality for all, and everyone is equal and everyone has certain rights, and it's like a boiling pot of different cultures and ideas, because that's what the United States is. But strangely enough, the read I'm getting from the Tea Party, and correct me if I'm wrong, I mean, I try to stay out of politics, it's just my very naive view of what I think I know. What I get from the Tea Party a lot is there's a whole lot of, I guess, racism. And I don't want to call it that, because I'm sure these people have good intentions, but there's a lot of, it's particularly anti-Muslim sentiment, and that's not the point of America, especially if you're preaching the whole idea of going back to the roots of the Constitution. Sure, during the times the Constitution was written, the Founding Fathers did hold slaves, and they were kind of pricks. I mean, I can't speak for all of them, but Thomas Jefferson, fantastic orator as he is, was kind of a dick. Kind of a huge douchebag. And actually, it's, while I favor Alexander Hamilton over him, in terms of, like, historicness, it's really hard to favor one over the other, because everyone, jeez, that cow just scared the crap out of me. There's really no clean side. And kind of straight off topic a bit, but another part of what I'm trying to say is that I learned history in one way in particular, and it's scary how history is so non-universal, if you get what I'm trying to say. There is no universal history. The Soviets and the Soviets, Jesus Christ, I'm Russian myself and I'm calling them the Soviets. The Russians right now and the Americans couldn't disagree more about how the Cold War went down and about how shit went down during World War II, and stuff like that. But even within the United States itself, which is sort of like, I can speak most about the United States because that's simply where I was born, and I understand more about it than about any other country and its government. Even within the United States, there's so much disparity between historical, like, what is actually history. There's this person on Game Toast, on the forums that I frequent, and his view of the political spectrum is, like, the diametrical opposite of mine, and his view of history is opposite of mine. I learned in my history classes that FDR, although his plans to end the Depression weren't entirely successful, but that he was a good president, and that he ushered in a pretty good time, be it by coincidence and just being at the right place at the right time, or be it by being a great president, but he had a good presidency. I was talking to another person about this, and he was like, it was a list of who inspires us the most, And this person wrote Michelle Bachmann, and Michelle Bachmann, she has done some pretty, some things I don't quite respect, and I swear to God, I will kung fu a bitch if she gets the Republican nomination for president. But what bothers me is that I was a bit surprised. I was like, Michelle Bachmann inspires you? It's crazy talk. What are you talking about, man? And he was like, oh shit. No, he was not like, oh shit, but I was just about to question whether or not I was actually on hard again, but there you go, creeper. And so, and I was like, Michelle Bachmann, are you serious? And he was like, well, I can talk shit about FDR if I want to, because I have historical basis to talk shit about him. And I was like, no, you don't. That's impossible. FDR was awesome. And, oh, son of a pizza. Holy shit. I got double teamed. Oh, okay, good. At least I'm in a somewhat recognizable place. This is my spawn point. This is, actually, I don't die very frequently in my Let's Plays, but there you go. So yeah, as I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted, politics and history is just so weird. I'm currently considering like what college I'm going to go to, and I was thinking about the essence of being a history major and just how strange it would be to be that, simply because how much people want history to correspond with their own feelings. I mean, myself being Russian, I always get into arguments with a Finnish friend of mine about how World War II went down and who was the good side and this and that, about Russia and Finland and the United States and their roles in the world. And it used to be pretty bad. Now we're a bit more civil about it, but it's crazy. Like, my own biases reflect upon how I see history, and so it's kind of, it raises the question: is there an actual unbiased history? And I don't think there is at this point. I don't think that there is any version of history that you can find in a textbook or anything that isn't somewhat worked by bias, because it really depends. History depends on how much influence you put on certain events and on others. I'm holding pants in my hand. Because some might say, Reagan's a great president. He was a great guy during his presidency. We had fantastic times, good stuff, amazing shit went down, crazy parties, you know, the likes. And others might say, well, there was a whole lot of spending for stuff that didn't work out, and they might put serious influence on the fact that, for example, the Star Wars program didn't really work out very well at all. It's kind of a mess. Or they might put basis on, not basis, but they might heavily, what am I talking about? They could put a lot of emphasis on the fact that some of his programs were wastes of money and that he cut different social security programs and such. And it really depends, history really depends on political affiliation, and it's just weird how there's no such thing as real history if you really get down to the nitty-gritty, because history is just so influenced by bias. I mean, it's not an original idea. I mean, plenty before have probably said it and mentioned it, but it's just something that's kind of been like in my head recently, so I thought I'd bring it up. Figured you guys might be interested in hearing what's going on in my head. Actually, I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, and I remember why that came to mind. It was because I was watching a movie about the assassination attempt, the German assassination attempt during World War II on Roosevelt, Stalin, and Churchill during the Tehran conference in '43. And I looked for, my dad told me about it, and I looked for it on Wikipedia, and there was no article on it. There's just like a tiny mini section about it on the Wikipedia page for the actual Tehran conference. And I was a bit surprised, and then my dad went on to tell me that it was the Soviets stopped the assassination, and that it was all the Soviets' deal, and that sort of led me to wonder, is it such a non-important thing? I mean, if I looked it up on the Russian Wikipedia, I'd probably get a whole page on the deal, and I'd learn a lot more than I did from the English Wikipedia version. And that's just it. Like, history is so influenced by language barriers, by cultural barriers, by perception of things. I mean, I know a lot of Russians who still think that, well, actually, no, I'll talk about something different because it'll, if any of you know, the Polish president died last year, and a lot of the Polish are blaming the Russians, and a lot of the Russians are calling bullshit on that. And there is like stress between Russia and Poland, and the reason, it's hard to tie this all together, but I guess as a more of a closing remark before I sort of lead off and get back to work, is that don't believe everything you read or see as history simply because there's just so much bias and so many different ways to see it. And you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you accepted everything at face value. Alright. And now that I'm kind of done with that strange rant, let's see. Actually, no idea what I'm going to do about this. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it 3 wide or I'm just gonna make occasional juttings out for torches. Let's see. So I'm gonna be right back, and I'm gonna give you a little update on what's been going on in a couple seconds.